Tanisina. Jesus. What is with that trend of spelling names backwards? It's very annoying. But no, Ancient here against Windigo for the last of our opening matches on our B stream. One more best of 3 to close out the day between the Bulgarians and the Swedes. Now, in terms of odds, this match is favoured to be won out by the Windigo side. But this map veto has gone well for Ancient. We'll talk about that in a second because it looks like Windigo are about ready to get started here on the pistol round. As Victor makes his way up and into the long position, Disco Doppler will get spotted out. Blocker will take him down to the 5-on-4. Expecting the T-side push-up coming through from Rusty. Bubble M ready here for the taps on taps. And can't quite take down Rusty, but will do damage on towards him and can call for backup with the crossfire. But still, Rusty holds his nerve to this top mid position as Blocker taps on towards the CTs coming in from the A bomb site. No frags just yet gained other than the Disco Doppler kill. The bomb will get picked up as Rusty does look to back right off over towards the mid to B position because Poison's made his way onto the B bomb site of his own right, taking out Draken at a 5-on-3 and spotting out another CT, knowing that one's coming closer. Here's the footsteps and the USP of Popsky will take him down. Meanwhile, Windigo striking towards A. It was all a ruse. Poison, his only job was to pull rotations and there's no one left to contest the bomb site for the CT forces. Ancient gapped up by Victor and Blocker, and now Popsky, last man left. The bomb plant will come down for Bubble and the 1 versus 4 scenario favour to Ancient. This should be a victory for Windigo. No way in for Plopsky. Back up behind the boxes, taps on taps, and Blocker will take him down. There you go. Pistol, favour of Windigo. Nice and easy for the T-side start here on Dust 2. It was the pick of Windigo to take this map, which is also a pretty good map for them. One of their most highest played ones in the pool. Other than Overpass. I'm quite surprised they didn't go for Overpass, but they kind of let Ancient pick that instead, which is definitively their best map in the pool. The highest win rate with the highest played rounds, the highest played sort of maps in the last 3 months, beating out the likes of Tai Lu and the Tricked side. Narvi went to overtime against them in ESL Pro League and barely scraped that one together. Going back for the history books, some victories against Avantgarde, Big, G2, MIBR, all of which go to the favour of Windigo. But that's only for Overpass. Dust 2 is a bit more favourable to the Ancient side, as they also have good win rates on Overpass and Mirage. This could end up being a decent series for them. They could even pull up the upset, for my liking, the highlight match of the day, and Draken proves why. 2 quick shots with a scout in towards mid to B and cutting off the B doors player. 3v3, but the CTs have dropped the bomb. Windigo, even this one a bit open now, the Deagles can come in the crossfire and Freddy B takes out Ships. One more frag to the CT line, the amount of advantage gained by Ancient. Blocker will try and move in with the AK, but Freddy B cuts off Poison now, so left Blocker. Headshot for the first. Knows that Freddy B's behind that smoke, but he will not reveal his position. But the bomb, 45 seconds, he'll wrap back in from mid, knowing the cross out towards short is safe. He'll jump face once. Eventually slowly creep his way in with the knife out, ready to run straight to the bomb plant position. He's got time to work with, so he'll take a bit more time than just straight up running towards it. Up and out, the bomb plant will be secured down on default, so most covered off towards the short position. And Blocker. They receive Freddy and Disco Doppler now. The flashbang's over. Both CTs gonna peek together. AK in the hand to Disco. Blocker ready for the spray against him and Freddy B. Taps on taps will take Freddy down, but Disco comes up with a trade. And Ancient will be able to claim a response round. A bit of a blundered mid to B play. The scout shots to turn the man advantage back around. There you go. 1-1. Ancient have a response. Ancient have only really been competing in some of the smaller tournaments against some of the lower level teams, taking victories against Isaac Boars, Pact, AGO, which actually is AGO's not even that bad in the open qualifiers when they had that map. But again, the caliber is nothing compared to what Windigo brought to the field and Dust 2. Also, victories against the likes of Tricked and close maps against G2, Na'Vi, Valiant, FaZe, in fact, North, in fact. Was recently attending Dallas, obviously getting that experience on LAN. But Disco going to start things off here in this round, taking the first man out of the B bomb site. Spray in on ships, trying to turn it back around, and he does connect the spray onto the third frag. Nicely done from Disco, able to adjust, and the force by from Windigo is going to be taken apart. So 1v5, Poison left to fall right back here. Plopsky will continue to push up with the USP and take him down, and he will be successful in doing so. But Disco with the 3 kills, certainly the MVP of the round. And Ancient start things off on the right foot here at the CT side. Now, both teams tend to have a bit more of a T-side basis, so the fact that Ancient are starting things off on the right foot and getting control early on the defensive half does tend to lean to good things down the line, especially with Windigo being so aggressively based, especially with Windigo being a side that oftentimes ends up just, you know, sheer rushing, force buying, very aggressive style from these guys. Ancient can dismantle it, then it could work out well for them. Flashes over. Rusty in with 2 quick frags, lining up the SMG kills aplenty. And nade in for Freddy to finish off Poison. She gets himself out of dodge. But Freddy will be able to isolate the kill regardless, and it was an eco that went down. Simple as that. Trolling for Poison as he tries to start things off to the favour of Windigo this time. Spray in to push one player off the corner. Out towards the long control they will go. And you're wrapping over towards the B bomb site here with the B tunnel set up for the Windigo squad. We'll still hold down their control at mid and long, and eventually Victor going to peek up, ready to face up. Our Plopsky spray is good for the opener, and Disco Doplin back behind Carl, the next man to deal with here. He will face in, take out Victor. Poison will up with the trade back up to the short position, but Disco Doplin lines up 3 kills. Draken with the AWP, turns it back around, and Poison, the last man standing. Bomb in full control of the CT line, and all he can do is just fall back and save his Krieg. Potentially working with a frag down towards CT spawn. 1 man there. Freddy B kind of susceptible to this, but now's given up his position. It should just be a face in from Draken to get the final frag, or at least Freddy B to get the spray down. Poison. There you go. As Disco Doplin locks out the choke point, locks out Windigo from the B bomb site. It's been a simple enough round for Ancient at this stage. Krieg's AUGs and an AK to play with the CT forces. A half buy for Windigo, looking for that max loss bonus buy because the pistol round went their way, so they've only got 4 at this stage. This nades placed perfectly from Disco, tags up Bubble, Poison. Blocker and Victor, Bubble and Poison more specifically have the high amounts of HP damage done to them. So they're not doing all right. Victor moves up with the Deagle, looking for the flick back at the first. Draken takes him, Freddy B takes a trade right back. Krieg in, still doing damage, and eventually lines up 4 different frags. Easy as that for the half buy as Windigo. Again, very, very quick style of play from these guys. They will be happy to rush. Exactly what they'll do here. The rebuy back in for the Windigo side. Sprays in from Victor, takes the first. Rusty with 2 responses back over towards the underpass in B tunnels area. Freddy B gets out Poison, and Victor trying to trade it back. Will get his secondary kill, but he's lost all his teammates And Chips will be there backing him up. They have got long control by passiveness alone. If they pushed in now towards the A bomb site, they would be mostly uncontested, only towards the players at the gap cross. In the end, it will be Plopsky with a frag back on Victor 1 versus 3. Chips alone. Bomb plant will be secured by Ships. He gets down one frag, but not ready for Rusty on the reface there towards long. And there it is. 6-1 on the board. Ancient looking good thus far on the CT defensive. Windigo kind of stumbling over themselves. I think Ancient may have come to this one prepared. Again, it is their map pick, Dust 2, so you can't take too much. Sorry, even Windigo's but pick Dust 2. Excuse me, I'm being an idiot. Ancient picked Overpass, and if that's their pick, you've got to wonder what Windigo have got in the tank for their best map. Standard smokes up, crossing in for Ancient, going to the B-bomb site initially. Default's coming in, not going to concede a casualty for Windigo at this stage. Got short control, a little bit of long control at the longhouse on 2 players, and 1 more man up towards top mid. Bomb on his back. Windigo. Slow pace, very slow pace. Push comes through from Bubble, he takes out Rusty, sprays onto the second man, connects the transfer. Well, 1 kill will come in with Disco Top, then in the end, the long control is game of the T's, but Freddy B still trying to try and back on towards Victor on short. 1 more player to deal with at close, that's Blocker. And he's alone and isolated from his teammates, still catching poison, a gap at the edge of the smoke, reveals the shadow. 10 seconds left, and Bubble has to get that bomb to cross, has to get the bomb plant right now. Almost denied by the CT coming in from the short position. In here, Bubble gets it down, Popsky with an A, and it's all a Blocker. 2 kills to his name. 1v1 to clutch it, can he get it done? No, Plopsky finishes the job. And it will be a 7th for Ancient. This is looking good, real good right now from Ancient. Windigo just seemed a bit lost here. Tactical pull is going to come through finally. AK's in, Scout out for Poison. AUG's and AWP for Draken. They for Ancient, they play out towards long control, and Rusty gets 2. He's not looking rusty whatsoever. And Popsky there to back him up as soon as he runs out of ammo. Windigo trying a different style of play, straight up rush again. He gets shut down by Ancient. Now towards the longhouse. Wants to rotate back, a 5-on-2 scenario. Molotov's in, Krieger for Disco drops the first and the second. Well, actually, the other repeat of tracking gets this kill, but regardless. When they go back down to the half buy, and this is feeling dire. Nades in, poison out, Deagle up to face, trying to lock on to Freddy B, and Freddy B takes him down. Deagle shot missed, now flashbangs in the bubble. Scout in play, and the T-side players face up against the CT forces. Bubble with a good wall bang headshot on Freddy B. Finally comes back suddenly to 4 versus 4. Sidiri down immediately here onto the short position. They know exactly where that bomb's been planted. Orb in, Bubble does another kill on Draken, so man advantage gained. How much more can they get done though? Disco and Plopsky have to face up. They do combine a deal with Bubble. Nade missed out from the CT players. So Ship's going to take his deal up close and personal, take the head off the first man. Victor taking damage even more so. Rusty carries back to 2 versus 2. So the bomb site, the defuse kits on both of them. Victor trades back. It's all left to the likes of Plopsky. Smoke down, tap the bomb once, open angle. Actually, this may have been a bit of a mistake. The spray comes with Plopsky. Is he going to get the defuse in time? It'll be close, but I think he's got it. 3 kills for Plopsky. What a round from him. Even when Windigo start finding the kills, even when they start finding the trades, when they start finding the man advantages, just falling back to the favour of Ancient. Admittedly, it was an eco round, so the fact that they got 4 players on a bomb plant is still not that bad. Still coming within inches of winning that round all the same. Got to be disappointing for the Bulgarians. Ancient. Oops, AUG's in. 1 AK for Plopsky and Ships. AK all the same in. Flashes over against Draken. Will be forced back by the face in and the sprayed out from the AKs. Not able to collect the first. Drop that bomb out towards mid. Will get picked up close, but Draken still drops Victor, and Disco comes in onto Bubble, looks back around towards the tunnels, he gets his secondary frag, Poison with the AWP, does trade back, but he's in a 1 versus 5, has his first of 5 found. Bomb control back behind the B doors, so open. Unless he isolates all these frags, unless the CT's facing 1 by 1, he's not going to get this round together. 2 kills found, and the CT just fall back knowing that time is on their side. And patience will favour them more than anything else. Still isolates a 3rd kill. Poison, what was that? Not a timeout coming through for Windigo. And 10-1 on the board. Very surprising set of affairs, and honestly, I believe there was a chance for a Windigo 2-0. Seeing the state they're in right now, I'm having my doubts about that. Later against Bubble will deal damage to 57 points of HP. As Victor finally opens up a homing frag for Windigo. Kill for him. Blocker turns onto the man on the bomb site. Draken's still here with the orb traded back by Bubble. And there you go. Much more confident and coordinated from Windigo. Will get themselves in. 4 versus 2 scenario. Burst back from the AUG doing damage to Poison. Not taking him out, but sustaining a lot back here. Plopsky also spots one to the gap in the smoke. So meanwhile, ship sprays on. Takes Disco. Doppling out from short. To be a second round for Windigo. Plopsky gets an extra frag, but suppressed on all sides. Hold back in CT spawn. I'm not sure if he'll get away alive with the amount of HP that he's got at this stage. I've never seen a CT save in CT spawn, so. Ops up, facing. Shot conceded. In the end, he will flick on towards him. I think he tagged Victor through that shot as well, but. 10-2. Ancient going to concede one, finally back to the T-side forces. Up to face, does not land shots against the CT side. A fake out, I think a run boost came in, but can't quite tell from the angles the order rater gave me. Smokes will go down from the CT forces as they keep Poison from watching out the cross position. Victor tries to burst forward. Plopsky takes him down, opening the kill up towards the B-bomb site. Freddy being towards mid, and he gets 2 of his own. And just like that, Ancient spray back, get dunked, get wrecked, Windigo. 3 frags for Plopsky, and he just holds the B-bomb site like a rock. A turret on plat, and there's nothing you can do to move him. Spraying from Disco, takes ships out, kicks things off for the CT side once again. Victor, training back, almost takes out Draken here. The glass cannon AWP left in play. Well, not quite glass cannon, but he's low on HP, so he might as well be at this stage. Teams make their way in, nades up, Molotovs down, trying to do damage, trying to keep them from getting to the bomb site. The block will push forward, isolate 1 kill. 4v4, Molotov still burning away at him as the AWP Draken continues to put more utility down on the bomb site. Stop the bomb from getting planted. If not, get a kill on a low HP T-side player. Bomb plant finally coming through from Bubble. 4v4 retake. Bursts through and sprays down the Bubble. Does not connect the wall bang on towards Vikings. You need an AWP for that. Smoke up towards short. Flashbang in from Rusty. Getting into the site. Spray from Blocker. Only lands so much damage as Bubble finally gets dealt with. As is Poison. Blocker trades back as Poison. Gets his exit frag. 2 kills to the 4 HP player of the T side and 1 more mana towards long. Rusty gets him. Looks on towards Goose. Now going to check out the long position as the defuse should come through in a moment's time. Flashbang over. Or smokes up instead. Headshot comes through. Bursts through. Tap on tap. Can't get Plopsky. He sticks the whole thing and he gets away with yet another for Ancient. 13-2. And the exit frag. This is looking incredible from Ancient. I did not come into this series expecting them to go this far gone against Windigo. I thought this could be a close one. This could be a 2-0 for Windigo. This could also be a 2-0 for Ancient, but I expected it to be some very competitive maps. This is not competitive at all. Windigo being absolutely decimated by their opponents. Orb in, leg shot, second phase doesn't quite take out. Bubble expected the flick to go to the left-hand side, but not to be. Molotov's in, doing damage. Blocker, burning the 4 points of health from Plopsky. Gets a secondary frag from beyond the grave. Ships will end up back to 3 versus 2, and they know that Disco Doplin's also going to be here. Flashbang over, and Poison catches it directly in the face. Allowing a bit of time for Freddy B to rotate in with the backstab. 2 CTs here. No smoke down. Poison's got to risk out this cross, and he now knows the bomb plant's coming in. Will Disco strike for it? Molotov's come back to force him away. And re-smoke goes down, so the bomb can get planted. Smokes up from Freddy. We now know he's here. Flashbang as well. Secondary flash in, and Ships does get that one quick tag up onto him. Poison with 1 kill. Flip back for the second now. 1v1. Orp versus AUG. Freddy, of course, needs to make his way into the bomb site. Bursting through with flashbangs. Poison holds back behind the box on the bomb site. 3 kills to face. He does read out the positions, hides appropriately, and gets the final flick on a Freddy B using info to his name. And a 1v1 clutch will go the way of the T side. At the very end of the half, 12-3 will be the scoreline. Pistol round coming out for Ancient on the T side now. Windigo, the fuse and double flash for Bubble. We saw the tactical come in just a moment ago. Ancient playing initially over to the A bomb site. Flashes at the ready for Disco. Gonna try and keep Windigo at bay. USP's taps on taps from Poison. Flashes go down. He does get 1 quick headshot. Looks back in with the next man of Disco. Can't quite catch him. Any damage done though. He'll keep the T side. We'll see the attention controlled over. The bomb plant should come through over on the B bomb side because they'll realize now that this is actually a big distraction on the Glock from Blopsky, who'll get down Ships. 4 on 4. Victor, next man up, will be spotted. Freddy B gets himself back behind cover. CT's rotate up. Disco spotted towards mid. Blocker deals with him. So man advantage turns back to the favour of Windigo. Up for this retake. Gonna throw themselves bodies at this one. Plopsky and Freddy B come up with 2 good frags. Victor and Poison trade back. It's all the Draken on rotation from the A bomb, so they have no idea where he is. The defuse should be stuck by the defuse kit player. Draken's gonna face up, and Victor will keep him suppressed. Make sure he can't peek in through the B doors and get the headshot eventually. The defuse will come through. It will be Windigo with a pistol. A much needed pistol as well on the CT side. Scouting for Poison. Eventually connects to the hand shot of Draken. The bomb plant coming through for Ancient here in this one, so they will have the eco round to play for here. And Ships doing damage to the T side players up mid, but not getting much more than that. No kills against Ancient, and Windigo Smokes on, flashes over, Plopsky and Disco moving up. Deagle up from Disco, catches Poison, trades back from Bubble for 2 quick frags, and Eagle's still in play. Blocker gets himself a kill. And Freddy also tapped up by Bubble, triple kill for him, and there you go. Now the AKs can come back in for Ancient. Plopsky spray on through, deals the damage on the first. Blocker with nades, and Bubble gets a frag as well. Molotov kill on Draken as the nade stack does work out. They have utility. Coming through from Windigo, a 4 versus 3 advantage. It's ready. Sprays on, forces one player away. The bomb plant can come through over to the short position. And they fend off the man advantage from Windigo, coming in from CT spawn, from short, from long. Is that short players? No, sorry, Ships is still at CT spawn, so no one from short. They have got most of the players out here from the short side of Ancient. Molotov's in from Ships will keep him suppressed, so Freddy B's isolated to the bomb side for the next 5 seconds or so. Nades in against him, holds down his own Disco, Dublin faces up, and Freddy and Disco will go falling, all left to Rusty. Another incendiary down from the CT, try to keep him at bay, will deal damage on the blocker. Spray comes through from Victor, will he have enough time for the defusers? Will be close. I think he's got it! Oh. 0.1 seconds remaining. Oh. Count your lucky stars with that one. Just coming in on time. Ancient not quite getting away this time around. AWP facing the scout, and Disco does get out of dodge just in time. Poison kicks things off with a kill on Freddy B. We'll try and do damage from Ships here. We're able to do a little bit, but not take him down. Ancient with a little bit of utility go in to the A-bomb site. Here they go. Poison and Bubble trying to find positions to work with. They'll spot one headshot from that bomb. Plopsky returns with the Deagle shot. Poison back here with the AWP. Eventually connects alongside Blocker. And last man standing also dealt with 3 kills of Poison. Double ups out from Windigo up against Ancient here with a single AWP and Krieg AKs. Quickly up towards long. Disco doubling again. Aggressive. Also Rusty getting the first to Bubble. Second frag turned around by Disco. And just like that, the teams have control. Victor trying right back. Will block that smoke. Giving a bit of a gap to work with at the right-hand side of it. Will re-smoke it down. The T's do block off that gap. Block off that cross. Still with a 2-man advantage. Ooh, awkward off the pit position. Draken falling down, throwing his aim completely off kilter, and Victor will get taken out in the end because of it. It could have come in with a secondary kill though. It's ready to be plants on top of the big box. It's be 13 for Ancient. Not about half so far from Windigo, considering that they... We're about 12-3 at the turn of the half. The 4 rounds in a row on the CT side. Now finally responded to by Ancient. And could get returned by Windigo all the same. Especially if they can make the next round work against the CT forces. They can take out all 5 players on the rebuy. Damage can be done. Windigo realize this danger. They're going to take a tactical. Second orb going to get pulled down by Poison one more time. Ships holds on to his. He has been a pretty low fragger, so I'm not sure if this orb is a good idea on him, but he'll hold on to it regardless with the Farmasian for blocker, the M4 for bubble, and the AUG for Victor. Orb straight up, and Draken opens things up on blocker. Nice start for the T side. Back in for more. Will he get this second kill? Yes, he will. Victor down. No orb to face towards the mid. Surprised. Five on 3 situation. One of the orbs will try rotate in towards CT. One towards B bomb. Slightly more. Draken catches off the aggressor at bubble. And Windigo are giving up these kills. Ship's dead. B site open. Poison to save. And Ancient will have 100 HP in their T-side line. Every single player unscathed. No damage done. And of course, that's massive for Ancient because there's no loss bonus, no savings for Windigo. This could well mean them getting to 15, potentially 16-7. And Windigo, their best chances here, possibly to force play in this round and try and stop Ancient from getting the map point because it will be 8 rounds to the comeback into overtime. They're going to opt for the eco instead here with a scout in on Poison. Then they can make the comeback work. This will be very difficult, to say the least. Draken strikes first here towards the long control for Ancient. Bubble down. Smokes up. Plopsky Molotoving onto the bomb site. Victor will face around the corner just at the edge of the smoke ready, but he can't take him down. Still boost up. Draken's ready for this man facing in ships. We'll be able to get Rusty traded back by Plopsky, and Draken gets blocker on the cross. 3-for-1 trade. Poison scout out. Maybe they'll take down the first player. Indeed, he does drop that bomb directly on the bomb site. They can keep the T's either way, then maybe they will be able to do some damage, but in the end, no. Orb turns around. Draken's now got Poison on lock. 3 kills. To his name, 15-7. Map point for Ancient on Windigo's map pick. Wow, this is looking great. I was not expecting Ancient to go this deep in against Windigo. Here, Plopsky spray in, does not get Blocker down for the opening kill, but will tag up 20 points of health, so that's a kill and a trade that can come in later on down the line for the T side. Meanwhile, Freddy B aggressing out towards short alongside Disco. Top move bursts on, takes the first frag. Not quite the second. The scout are poisoned, desperately trying to get something done as their wraparound comes in. They will be able to deal some damage to a 3 versus 3. The bomb's still committing towards long control. The CTs are out here, and eventually Disco goes down. Bit of a chance available. Plopsky wraps back in with a backstab and looks on for poison, but can't catch him. The AWP Draken meanwhile facing can't land the headshots of his own accord. Will spot ships, will take him down. Blocker close range here with the AUG. Plopsky will deal with him, and poison last man standing. Scout in play. Flashbangs and smokes away. Small gap to work from the left-hand side. The Molotov won't push him back. And the bomb will not cross. It will just be onshore. Plant down. Where's it planted for? Default? Default. Blind firing his way, trying to get something out for his scout, but in the end it's Draken to close it out. 16-7.